Before dawn, a ranger's torch swept across the edge of a road, cutting through Sierra Morena. The light stopped. There, at the shoulder of the asphalt, still, pale, alone, was a lynx, unlike any he had seen before. The Dehesa of Sierra Morena is ancient ground. Cork oak and holm oak, red earth, dry grass, silver with morning mist. One of the last places in Europe where the Iberian lynx, Lynx Pardinus, still moves through territory it can call its own. She was young, 8, perhaps 10 months old, still learning the distances between cover and open ground, between safety and exposure. Her coat was unusual, pale as winter grass, her spots faint as shadows on stone. A rare variation, not impossible, simply rare enough to stop a ranger cold at 4 in the morning. Her name, in this story, is Alba. Roads are the invisible threat in lynx territory. They cross the Dehesa without asking permission. They divide what the lynx needs: hole, hunting range, shelter, the slow geography of a life lived low to the ground. The ranger could see she showed signs of impact, the kind a veterinarian reads, in posture and movement, before anything else. She was breathing, but the road had taken something from her. How much? That was still unknown.
You see the mark?
Yes, it's faint.
We must be careful.
The ranger did not approach quickly. He had worked this territory long enough to know that a frightened lynx, even an injured one, will spend energy it cannot afford. He crouched at the edge of the torchlight. He waited. Alba watched him. She did not run. She did not look away. For a wild animal, stillness in the presence of a human is not trust. It is calculation. She was reading him, deciding whether movement was still possible, whether flight was still an option. It was not. But she watched him with eyes that had not yet surrendered anything. He called for help. That was enough.
Steady. Watch your step. Setting it down now. I have the blanket ready.
The team from the Iberian Lynx Conservation Program arrived before first light. They worked carefully, gloved hands, a transport crate lined with cloth. No one spoke more than necessary. This is what real intervention looks like. Not dramatic, not fast, not loud. Deliberate. Respectful of what the animal is, even when the animal cannot defend it. Alba was lifted once, briefly. She did not fight. The crate door closed. The Dehesa was quiet again. But somewhere inside that crate, in the dark, a pale lynx breathed, and the territory she belonged to was still there, waiting. It had always been hers. On the third day, Alba ate, not because she trusted the hands that left the food, because hunger is older than fear, and her body had begun to remember what it needed. On the 5th day, she moved to the far corner of the enclosure, away from the observation window, away from the voices, away from the light. The team noted it quietly. That retreat was everything. It meant the wildness was still in her, not broken, not redirected, not replaced by dependence. She was not becoming comfortable. She was becoming ready. Three weeks after the ranger's torch found her at the road's edge, Alba was back in Sierra Morena. The crate was set at the border of the Dehesa, cork oak ahead, open ground behind, the smell of red earth and dry grass, and something older than both. The door opened. Alba did not move. A minute passed. Perhaps more. She lifted her head. She read the air. She listened to something the humans in that clearing could not hear. And then, without looking back, she walked. Not fast, not frightened, deliberately, the way a lynx walks when it knows where it is going. She paused once, at the tree line. Then the Dehesa took her. That pause, that single moment at the threshold, was not hesitation. It was her choice, made freely, in territory that had always been hers. No one followed her. That is the only correct ending for a rescue. The moment when help is no longer needed, when the animal disappears, and the humans remain at the edge of a forest that does not belong to them. Alba was pale as winter grass, rare enough to stop a ranger cold, young enough to still have a life ahead of her. In the Dehesa, whether a lynx like her exists in Sierra Morena today, we cannot say with certainty, but the territory is real, the threat is real, the recovery program is real, and the road that nearly took her, that road still crosses the Dehesa every morning before dawn. This story is fictional. The wild it honors is real.